Welcome to this video on AutoSys Oracle EPM solution. In this video, we will explain the integration and what it brings to the AutoSys user community. We'll provide some technical insights so that the integration components are clearly identified and the deployment sequence is understood. We'll focus on the job execution sequence and the design of the job in AutoSys. Finally, we'll run through a demo. AutoSys plays a central role in orchestrating operations across multiple environments, including the cloud. AutoSys synchronizes these processes with other non-cloud operations. By integrating Oracle EPM, we can configure process automation centrally in AutoSys and then trigger, monitor, and supervise everything in one place. Oracle EPM processes can then be synchronized with all other environments routinely supported by AutoSys, like applications and databases. Oracle EPM's role is reduced to submit the jobs. All other functions, especially those pertaining to automation, are delegated to AutoSys. This means that we don't have to log into the Oracle EPM environment and keep on refreshing it by ourselves. AutoSys manages all the execution and monitoring aspects. AutoSys lets us build configurations with intuitive interfaces like drag-and-drop workflows and supervise them in simple dashboard tools designed natively for operations. Statues are clearly marked, and retrieving logs is done with a basic right-click. From an operations perspective, AutoSys highly simplifies the configuration and orchestration of Oracle EPM jobs. Externalizing operations to a tool with a high degree of third-party integration means we can synchronize all cloud with non-cloud workload. Using various agents and job object types, we can build sophisticated configurations involving multiple applications, database packages, system processes like backups and data consolidation, file transfers, web services, and other on-premise workload. The job submission sequence is fairly simple because all job definition properties are stored in the AutoSys plain old Java or POJO job. All target system properties are defined in the J2EE parameters, the EPM endpoint, which is the EPM REST API, the user, password, client ID, client secret, and so forth, depending upon different authentication. Let's look at the sequence of execution. We start with the three main components: AutoSys Scheduler, the System Agent, and the Oracle EPM Server. The POJO job is submitted to the System Agent by AutoSys. The agent acknowledges receipt of the job from the scheduler and initiates communication with the Oracle EPM Server. It needs to be authenticated first, so it posts either a basic authentication or bearer token authentication request depending upon the authentication J2EE properties. In the case of OAuth, the Oracle EPM Server sends the bearer token back to the agent in the JSON format. This token is needed to start the job. After the agent acquires the token, it submits the job to the Oracle EPM Server with the token as a post request. The EPM server identifies the matching job and executes it. The job execution is given a run handle ID to which the date and timestamps are appended. The EPM server and system agent then monitor the job until it reaches the final state. Once it obtains the final state from Oracle EPM, it marks the job to the final state in AutoSys as canceled, succeeded, or failed. Now, let's talk about how to deploy the integration. Deploying the integration is straightforward because it uses System Agent. The prerequisite of the integration is to install an application service plugin which is pre-bundled with System Agent. The file should have the extension CFG. In older versions of the agent, it could be a PK file. Next, you should stop the System Agent with the CYB agent-s command, then install using the Application Services plugin, the name of the plugin, and the directory where you stored it. The plugin gets installed to the agent install directory. Then you restart the System Agent with CYB agent-a. Next, we need to install the Oracle EPM plugin extension. This package needs to be downloaded from Marketplace. Look for the Oracle EPM plugin extension for the AutoSys product. It's a zip which you unzip in the agent home directory under jars ext. You should back up and remove the current contents of that directory first. The integration uses Oracle EPM's public REST API. The connection is secured with a bearer token, which is obtained as part of the submission procedure. In our demo, we will first create an Oracle EPM POJO job in AutoSys and then execute and supervise it. Now let's navigate to the WCC, which serves as the user interface for AutoSys. Here, we've defined 2 EPM jobs in AutoSys. Let's open one of the EPM job by clicking on it. Once the job is open, click on the Quick Edit button to view the different parameters that are required to be specified. The first parameter is the class name, which is the Oracle Enterprise Performance Management. Then the second is the method name, which in this case is just Start Job. The next set of parameters are gateway parameters. The first parameter is the endpoint, which indicates where the EPM service resides. Then the second and the third parameters build the authentication, which in this case is the username and the password. For the demo purpose, we have defined them as a global variable. We've utilized the password utility to encrypt them and then assigned them as global variables. Encrypted system events will be sent to the Oracle EPM server for execution. Specify the application name parameter, which in this demo is viscnsl. Next, specify the job name that you want to execute in the Oracle EPM environment. The job type parameter provides the option to select from various job types available within Oracle EPM. These job types typically include rule set, and import data. The payload parameter is equivalent to the prompt you would encounter when attempting to execute a similar job in Oracle EPM. This payload is formatted in the compact JSON format. Next, we have the monitoring parameters. The first one is the max retry parameter, which determines how many times the system agent will attempt to pull the Oracle EPM service. We've set it to 99. The sleep interval parameter, which determines the time interval between each polling attempt. We've set this as 1, which means that AutoSys will attempt to poll the Oracle EPM service almost immediately after each previous attempt. The failure interval parameter is useful when the Oracle EPM service experiences brief downtime. It prevents AutoSys jobs from being marked as failed prematurely during such temporary service interruptions. This parameter ensures that the job remains unaffected for up to 3 seconds during such instances. If the downtime exceeds this threshold, only then will the job be considered failed. The final parameter is the log level, which assists in debugging tasks. That completes the job definition. Let's now start the job. From within the WCC, click the Go button to start the job. The confirmation will appear. Click Yes to confirm. Notice the run numbers for the job execution is 1151. If we refresh, it triggers the new execution, resulting in the increments of the run number from 1151 to 1152. The status being marked as success indicates that the most recent execution completed successfully. If you scroll down on the user interface, you will locate the spool files. Select the file and click on the Go button. You will be prompted to specify the number of lines you want to display. If you scroll to the bottom of the user interface, you'll find a clear display of all parameters passed by the user, including job and authentication parameters. Additionally, you can also see the final URL and payload, which is formed by combining the job name, job type, and the parameters that have been specified. Once the job enters the starting state, a run ID is generated for monitoring purposes. When the job goes to the completion state, the AutoSys job also goes to the completion state, and any downstream job in AutoSys gets triggered. Now, let's go back to the Oracle EPM and refresh it. You can see that the Clear Empty Blocks job has been completed. Click on it to see the job details. You can see the parameters that have been passed as the payload, which in this case are scenario, year, and the period. You can also see the job status as completed. This concludes the demo of how AutoSys can integrate with Oracle EPM to execute and monitor various jobs. Thank you for watching this video.